What about the taxpayers in Ward 3 and around the city that are constantly complaining, and I believe rightly so, that their property taxes are going through the roof?
I know I pay high property taxes. I think I have a lot of friends that will say to me, why is my value gone down a little bit, but my taxes keep escalating? Well, the assessors do on a rubric, and they run like a year or so behind to start with. And part of the problem is that the city gets so much in a budget. And if the budget stays almost, say like they get $400,000, I'm just throwing out figures there, nowhere near that, but say they have that amount, but the property values are going up. They're starting to increase a bit. Then the next year they still have the same amount to work with, but the values still keep changing. That's why people get upset, because the city has to keep increasing their revenue in order to make an even keel with those taxes or to see them go down a bit. And that's, we need that revenue.
Maybe if government doesn't spend as much, then things work out and there's a better quality of life. Your response?
Oh, there is. I agree to that. Well, let me use the school, for example. I think that having highly specified areas for education in the elementary schools is great. Textbooks, things of that nature. But I think it's a really good and innovative idea that I looked at, that when they get to the middle school and the high school, they do away with a lot of those textbooks, as does the college, and they start to bring in newspapers, magazines, what they call open resource materials to work with. That would cut down on some of the textbook cost, and it would also enable that money to be spent in other areas that teachers need. The same thing with the city. When you bring in new business, you have to have some incentive to get them in and keep them in so that they don't come in and stay for a year or so and move on.